Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Monday morning. I have the windows open, so if you hear a lot of traffic, that's why. The sun is shining and I don't work on a Monday, so I am a very lucky person. I thought I would film a what I eat in a day video. I love these types of videos. I love to see what other people eat. I feel my diet is quite boring, but I am trying to eat food that I make rather than buy. But when I do purchase items, I will be honest and show them. I have got some hot cross buns that I bought, so I'll probably be stacking on one of those later. Yes, I'm just about to have breakfast. It's just gone past 10 o'clock. I try and eat between 10 and 6 on most days. There are days where I'm in the office at 8 o'clock and I leave at 6:30, so it's not always possible, but that's what I try to stick to, is between 10 and 6 for my eating. So yeah, I'll show you my breakfast now. I'm going to have scrambled egg and baked beans, but they're homemade baked beans. I cooked them last night and I'm going to try them this morning. I already know they're not going to be anything like the store-bought ones, which doesn't surprise me, but I'm still disappointed. But anyway, I'm sure I'll enjoy my breakfast. I'll show you what I do. Okay, so this is my breakfast. I've got my cup of coffee, got my multivitamins, got my baked beans and my scrambled egg. So that's my breakfast. I haven't got any yogurt or fruit this morning. It is just a small breakfast this morning. Sometimes I eat breakfast and dinner rather than have 3 meals. I'll just have 2 in the day, but I think today I'm going to have 3 meals. So it's just as well I'm keeping it smaller, but normally I'd have toast with this, fruit, yogurt, have like a much bigger breakfast at 10. But like I said, I'll just keep it small this morning. Yeah, and we'll try these beans out and see what they're like. So it's just coming up to 1 o'clock and I am feeling really hungry. In fact, I was beginning to feel hungry at about 11. So that breakfast was too small. If I have a much bigger breakfast, then normally I can last until about 3 in the afternoon. But that was a particularly small breakfast and nothing extra on the side like yogurt and fruit, which I normally have as well. So in that case, I am going to have lunch a little bit early. I'm going to go for 1 o'clock, which isn't, that is lunchtime. I have leftover soup in the freezer that I made some months back now. I do like meal prepping for this very reason. When you are hungry and you don't really feel like cooking, then you can just grab something out the freezer and it's super quick. I fancy a cheese toastie with it, so I think that's what I'm going to make. Probably a cup of tea as well. The beans, I should mention, were actually really nice. I know I was really skeptical that I was going to like them, but actually they were really nice. I may have been a bit too heavy-handed with the balsamic vinegar, but I'll just put in a little bit less next time, or I might try with a slightly different type of vinegar. On the Heinz baked bean recipe, they say they use spirit vinegar. I don't know what that is, but I might try an experiment with different vinegars and see how I like the taste. But yeah, overall, I will definitely persevere with those with homemade baked beans. I did enjoy those with the eggs this morning. Yeah, so I am ready for lunch. I think I'm going to go now and start preparing that. And the sun has gone in now and it's all a bit grey again, which is such a shame, but never mind. Lunch is calling. Tomato soup with a little bit of olive oil. If I had some cream, I would drizzle a bit of that on as well, but I don't. I've got my lovely ooey gooey cheesy toasty. I've got cheddar and mozzarella in that. I've got a nice cup of tea, and I am currently watching The New Look on Apple TV. This is episode 5 or 6. Really enjoying the drama. It's based on the biography, I suppose you could say, of Coco Chanel and Christian Dior and their time during the Second World War. It's really interesting, thoroughly enjoying that. So that is what I'll be watching while I am enjoying my lunch. See you later. Finish off my lunch with a cookie and the remaining of my tea. I am absolutely full, but I always fancy something sweet right after I've had a very savoury meal, and that was really, really good. So yeah. And there's my cookie, there's my tea, and there's the rest of my programme. It's now coming up to 5:30. I'm still feeling really full from lunch, so I think I'm just going to have a hot cross bun and a cup of tea to finish off the day. I realise it's a lot of bread in one day, but that is pretty much how I live anyway. I was going to try and make something for dinner to have that third meal, but in truth I'm just not hungry, so there's no point in forcing it. Okay, I've got my cup of tea, I've got my hot cross buns. Well, I've toasted my hot cross bun. One is going to be plain with Lurpak and the other with raspberry jam. So that's it. That's everything I'm going to eat today. I will have a herbal tea just before I go to bed. I've pretty much stuck to how I eat when I'm at home. I have to say, when I'm at work, I snack a lot. We always have a lot of rubbish in the office, and I do snack on that quite a bit. So when I'm at home, I notice I do eat better. I don't tend to grab the biscuits too much, or like you saw today, I'll just have one as like my sweet treat, and then that's it. That craving's killed. But I think at work I stress eat quite a lot, so when there's lots of chocolate bars and sweets, we buy a lot of sweets. But overall, that is everything that I've eaten today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope it's given you some ideas, and I will see you next week.